Hello, my name is Alex. This week's episode of How To with Alex is the Civil War spoiler review. If you haven't seen it, click off. I'll give you 5 seconds to click off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you're still with us, congratulations on seeing Civil War. It's a good movie. I think you agree. So it's just me, Arturo and Dennis Davis. They couldn't be here. Nothing against them. Anything I said to you, Dennis, sorry. I didn't mean it. So let's get into spoilers. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the major plot twist that the Winter Soldier is the one who kills Iron Man's parents, specifically his mom. He doesn't like his dad. And that was pretty good. I liked it. At times with plot twists. In the game Batman Arkham Knight, they wanted to do the plot twist where Jason Todd, who is the Robin right after Dick Grayson, is the Arkham Knight, sorry. Red Hood, Arkham Knight, same thing. And what they did was they decided to put a whole scene in the middle of the game, almost no context for it, that basically gives away the whole thing. They didn't do that here. They gave you like a small scene, like stays in the back of your mind the whole movie in the beginning. It was in the beginning. It was great. It worked because of a lot of reasons. They kept on referring back to it. They showed you it again maybe a little after that. After the first time you saw it. Well, there was a video where Iron Man's parents are in a car, and the Winter Soldier comes up and basically just kills him. And it was pretty good. They showed you the video in the beginning, but you didn't see Iron Man's parents. You just saw Bucky, and that it was, you didn't know who it was. You didn't know what they were doing. You didn't know why it was important. You just knew Bucky killed some people. And in the end of the movie, they show you that video again. It's a video, but this time they show you who he actually kills, and it's Iron Man's mom and dad. He kills both of them, but his dad, he doesn't really care that he killed his dad that much because he doesn't like his dad. But he liked his mom a lot, is what they said. So while we're talking about Iron Man, important. So before the movie came out, all us comic book fans and movie fans, we were all like, well, why is Iron Man on the side of the government? He's been characterized as this dude who is anti-government a lot. And he's not a play by the rules kind of dude. But in this, well, he's basically Thaddeus Roth's lapdog for the first half of the movie. I'll talk more about that later. In the first Avengers movie that they made, he broke into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s computers and found out that they were making weapons out of the Tesseract, if you guys remember. So he's not a government dude. He wanted to make Ultron without the government's permission. In Age of Ultron, he wants to go around the government a lot. But in this, he's on the side of the government. He's saying, you know what, we need to follow the government's rules. So we were all like, wait, what happened? What happened here? But they did a good job with that. It was very clever the way they did it. They had a woman. I don't think that she was an important woman. She was just someone, and she tells Iron Man that her son got murdered in Sokovia during the Avengers vs. Ultron scene. And it hurts Iron Man a lot because she's saying, well, it's your team's fault. It's because Iron Man and Cap basically share the responsibility of leader of the team, and she says it's not Iron Man's fault. It's the entire Avengers' fault that people got murdered. It's a very emotionally powerful scene. It's in the beginning, so that's why Iron Man is on the side of the government. Now let's talk about Thaddeus Roth. He's kind of, well, he's Red Hulk to all you that don't know. Well, we're going back way back. It's the same actor that played him in the Hulk movie way long ago. It was really long ago. I'll have to look up what year that was. I forget. But he's, yeah, I don't like this Thaddeus Roth. Well, I don't like Thaddeus Roth in general, but he's not a cool dude. There's a pretty funny scene where Roth says that he's gonna call Iron Man, and he says, "Don't bother. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it to go to voicemail. I like when it's the blinking lights." So yeah, Iron Man's pretty funny. Yeah. So let's talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the coolest thing ever. It was pretty cool. They go to Peter's apartment. You see Aunt May. Aunt May is hot. I'm gonna say it. She's pretty hot. And even Tony Stark is like hitting on her for a little bit. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. I can't decide whether I like it or not. Let's see. So in that first scene, you have Iron Man. He comes to talk to Peter. He sees the video of Peter with his ghetto mask on, and his like hoodie. You see him swinging around a train and stuff and stopping bad guys. And Iron Man comes in and says, "Well, that's you. It's got to be you, right? I mean, it's you." And so Peter keeps on denying it. He says, "It's not me." And then Iron Man opens his closet and he's got the mask. So another thing I like, in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, he finds the web fluid at Oscorp. In Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, he finds the web fluid at Oscorp. In this, he makes his own web fluid. I like that. I like that a lot. That's how it should be. He shouldn't find his web fluid. What? No. He's a smart dude. He made the web fluid himself. It was cool. I liked it. I like it a lot more that he makes it. It just shows, it develops him as he's a smart dude. He's an engineer. He's a problem solver, which is what he is. And Spider-Man is so funny in this. He's like cracking jokes the whole time. There's one part where he's like, "Yeah, I'm kicking your ass, Black Panther," and stuff. And so everyone else is like, "Dude, you know you're not supposed to talk this much in a fight." And he says, "Oh, sorry." It's pretty awesome. So I'm talking about Spider-Man a little too much, but I mean, it's great. I love Spider-Man. They like set up at least 3 different movies with him, and it was, I don't know. They're definitely gonna do Iron Spider. Tony Stark and Peter Parker. They're already setting up where it's like, Mr. Stark is gonna be a really big father figure to Peter, and they're 100% gonna do Iron Spider, which I'm excited about. Now, you looked at my face right there and you thought, well, yeah, he doesn't want that. He doesn't like it. No, I love Iron Spider. Iron Spider is amazing. And I'm super excited to see that because it will be so awesome. Oh, speaking of setting up the movies, they didn't do that with Black Panther. I don't know where they're going to go with Black Panther. But wherever it is, it's going to be good. They really kept Black Panther focused on this movie. The events that were going on in this movie. It helped a lot. It was, with Spider-Man, you got a little distracted. You're like, all right, well, they're clearly going to set up at least 3 different movies with him. But Black Panther, you don't know where they're going to go with this. I know they're going to do at least 3 other, but they didn't, like, set them up. They didn't, like, tell you what's, I don't know. Yeah, Black Panther was good. I liked it quite a bit. No bad things about Black Panther. Oh, Baron Zemo, he took the film's score down for me by a whole point. he was just so weak. His motivations were vague. They alluded to them, but it just was not clear enough to me. I didn't know what he wanted. I know he wanted something, but I just didn't know what. I think he was part of the Sokovia thing, and he wants the Avengers to fight each other, but I don't know why he wants the Avengers to fight each other. So, now, I don't know much about Baron Zemo in the comics, but because I don't know, but he just was not a strong villain to me. I would have liked it a lot better if he had Crossbones. They could have done some cool stuff with him, but they took him out in the first 10 minutes. It wasn't. I didn't. I like Crossbones. He was Crossbones. He was He was like a mix of Taskmaster and Punisher, with like the suit with like the white streaks on it and the mask. So maybe they'll have Taskmaster in a Spider-Man movie. That'd be kind of cool. In the first end credit scene, Bucky goes into a cryo sleep because he feels bad about all the people he's hurt. I'm interested to see what they do with that. When is he going to come out? Is he going to come out next Avengers movie, or was he last Avengers movie? Yeah, they've got some questions they need to answer. But I'm thinking that everything from here will be just it'll all work together. Hawkeye was in this. He was pretty weak. What's new, right? Towards the end, Iron Man is willing to try and make peace with Captain and Bucky. He doesn't know about the huge thing yet, and neither do we. So he asks Thaddeus Roth for permission to go and see if they can work together to try and find out what's going on. And Thaddeus Roth says no. So Tony Stark, he like sneaks out, which is I was glad, because I thought he was gonna be Thaddeus Roth's big movie, and I'm so glad that he wasn't, because if he was, I was gonna leave, because it wouldn't have worked. But they did it good. They made that work. So in the airport scene, this is the first time we find out that Black Widow may not be on the side that you think she is. She lets Panther get away. She's on Iron Man's team, but Black Panther's about to leave, and she lets him for whatever reason. So this whole movie is kind of Black Widow switching sides the whole time. It's kind of interesting, but they don't talk about her enough to really justify having her in it, though. If you had got rid of Black Widow, it'd be the same movie, really. She's not a huge important part. Marvel, in the next Spider-Man movie, if you say anything about rewriting Spider-Man's origin story, I'm gonna leave. I don't want to hear any more of this. With great power comes great responsibility. Alright, I don't want it. No one wants it. In the comments, put if you want to see Spider-Man's origin story rewritten. I guarantee 0 of you, for 2 reasons. One, we have like 1 comment on 2 of our videos, and 2, no one wants to see that again. So Marvel, play it safe. Don't rewrite Spider-Man's origin story. We don't need it. We don't want it. We don't need it. Don't do it. Thank you. Oh, there's a pretty cool scene in the beginning where Baron Zemo's torturing a dude to find out how to brainwash Bucky. Yeah, Bucky gets brainwashed. And the first scene where they find him in Germany, Bucky's just coming out of his brainwashing state, and he's gonna go escape with Cap. And later we find out that there are actually 4 Winter Soldiers, but Baron Zemo kills them all. I don't know why. No one knows why. They made that like that was going to be the finale of the movie. Was there 4 Winter Soldiers, and they've got to take them all out. The problem was, Baron Zemo shot them all in the head while they were in their cryo chamber things in the prison. It was really weird. I didn't like it. They set it up like that was going to be our big finale. Was Cap and Iron Man are fighting, and then all the Winter Soldiers come out, and then they start giving them hell, and then the Winter Soldiers all die. But they didn't do that. Baron Zemo killed them all, which was really stupid. Come on, Marvel. You had 4 Winter Soldiers ready for your climax should you need one. And you killed them all. What? This is weird. Okay. I didn't quite understand it. I didn't have any real problems with this film other than Baron Zemo. So my final score is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. I'm sticking to that. That's where I'm at. It was really good. It was funny. It was lighthearted. It was well paced. And it washed the taste out of your mouth after you saw Batman v Superman. Oh, speaking of Batman v Superman, I'm gonna put my opinions about that. I'm gonna give you a little bonus here. Now, when I first left the theater after seeing Batman v Superman, I didn't like it. A day after, I was like, alright. 2 days after, I was like, this film is good. I want to go see it again. The problem with Batman v Superman was it was poorly paced, Lex Luthor, and too many characters. Those were the problems. Batman was amazing. If you haven't seen Batman v Superman yet, go see Batman v Superman. Gosh darn it. God damn it, Zack Snyder. Okay. It was a good movie. If you are a diehard comic book fan and you wanted to see Batman and Superman duking it out and Lex Luthor like manipulating things behind the scenes and everything is awesome, you're going to be disappointed. Now that's me. That's what I wanted to see, but I'm a little more. I realized that this is Zack Snyder, so I went in with my expectations a little bit lower. I'm gonna be the first to admit. Now I wasn't doing videos when they first announced Ben Affleck as Batman, but I mean, I was excited. I thought, you know what, Ben Affleck, he's not a good actor, but I think he can pull off Batman. And so I was happy because I was right. He was a very good Batman. So let's see. And Lex Luthor was the worst. Zach, bro, I really don't like you, but I mean, come on. Who in their right mind thought Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor was a... Sorry about my swearing. God damn it, Zach. This is... Score for Batman v Superman, 7 out of 10. I didn't mean to put my opinions about Batman v Superman in here. I did that on the fly. Because, well, I mean... I needed to do a video on that. So, this week's surprise channel promotion of the week is Game Theory. There's a lot of game theorists out there, so they're going to be happy because Game Theory is one of my favorite channels. They're like, it's always been like Mythbusters, but with games. They take concepts that you see in video games and they apply real world science to them. It's a good channel. You should go check it out. So, how do I end this video? I think I'm just going.